There we go. Had to drop out of that countdown because we started it late this morning.
About time.
Good morning.
What's going on?
Ahoy, gang. Jim down here with my good partner, Ryan from Steel Sensations at the mothership that is Retro Room Records, and it's so happy to have you guys on with us for another episode of Saturday Morning Coffee. I'm just going to come out and say it right out the gate. I'm exhausted. Like, we have been burning the midnight oil on getting this fundraiser show ready for tonight.
100%.
What time did you get to bed? Oh, look, there's some people walking in front of us.
Hi.
Hey, everybody.
They can't hear us.
They can't hear us. There they go.
We need to put a speaker out there or something so they can actually hear.
So, like, we can just start randomly interacting with people out front. But we should be like those grumpy old men. Get off my sidewalk.
Get off my lawn.
If that worked, we wouldn't have any homeless downtown. But we have. I'm just tired, but I'm excited. Like, I'm running on strictly adrenaline and caffeine at this point.
Second cup today.
There you go, Mazel Tov. Good to you. Over here.
I'm broken.
What's so hilarious is that Ryan told me, dude, I'm telling you, the minute you turn... Oh, look at these people. What are you... They can't see him because they're behind the couch. But we got some Snoops. Hold on, let's get rid of us. No, now he's walking off. Okay.
Hi.
There you go. Happy Saturday morning to all of our friends out there in TV land. I am Jim. This is Ryan, and we have a big show tonight, and we have been kicking butt, getting it ready. Has it been 30 seconds? Can we curse now?
Do it.
Thank fucking God. We have a big show tonight, and we have been, like I said, working our asses off to get it ready. But we also have some guests today, and just general conversation like we always do. Of course, we encourage you guys in the chat room to engage with us. That's the point of this show. This is hanging out with the bros on a Saturday morning. And so we love your comments, and we love to talk to you guys. And before we get too far deep in the show, we need to introduce our guests this morning. Right over there on the Couch of Love are Mike and Dave from Big Rooster Media.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on?
There they are. If you guys could try to, like, cuddle up, maybe put arms, like, when you're talking to the mic, just to make sure we register loud, kind of get up on it a little bit more closer.
Is that some kind of fetish you got? Right.
I got a lot of fetishes.
Yeah, he does.
Mike, I got a million fetishes, and not one of them involve you, just so you know.
You might already have it on video.
Yeah, exactly. Every time he walks in the store. So if you guys could be so kind as to, like, kind of make love to the mic, just since for the audio level purposes. Try to pull the stand in a little bit. There you go.
Somebody told me they were pretty firm and, like, don't fuck with the mic.
Yeah, well, no, you can fuck with the mic stand.
Mike.
All right.
Yeah. Actually,
Come on.
yeah, exactly.
We do this frequently.
We do. I understand the proximity issue with
We don't have
microphones.
glowing mics, so you do that one.
We need to step up our game.
Yeah. The problem is, though, is every time when we have the colors changing and the mic turns green, a hole appears in our head for a second, and Main Street is on our face, and then it goes away. That's Mike and Dave from Big Rooster Media right there. You may recognize them from their hit television program. See, to me, everything is television. Like, this whole YouTube era. But
we had time.
I like to run this like a TV show. That's really funny. I like to run this like a TV show. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, this... we were raised on TV talk shows, Regis and Kathy Lee. Like, for me, those are the kinds of things I used to watch when I would stay home sick for school. Also, like, Price is Right. Remember Price is...
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Come on down.
Yeah, Bob Barker. I mean, listen, I think Drew Carey's doing a fine job. But Bob Barker invented that kind of that game show host.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he owned Happy Gilmore.
Oh, he was brilliant in Happy Gilmore. He was brilliant in Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, bitch.
The price, The price is wrong, bitch. All right, so let me tell you. So we've got Big Rooster Media in here. If you guys haven't checked out their YouTube channel or their Facebook pages, we highly recommend it. They are. How would you guys describe what you do? See, we're a comedy show with. A local comedy show with information occasionally.
And nothing but shit talking.
Yeah, but we bust a lot of balls. You guys are a little bit more...
We're the opposite.
You're a little more information with entertainment thrown in.
Right. Yeah, we try to... Anything that involves what we think is worthwhile to share in Klamath Falls, Klamath County.
Sure.
So you're more Regis and Kathy, we're more Arsenio Hall.
Woo, 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 woo.
I'll give you that one.
All right.
Roll out!
Before this gets going too far, though, because I appreciate what you guys always do for us, but especially
We do things for
the
you?
benefit concert for Klamath Falls.
Oh, good, because I don't remember ever doing a damn thing for you.
you had us on the show right now.
That is true. That is true. You haven't received the bill yet. You'll get that at the end.
Oh, well, maybe I'll
Unlike
withhold.
unlike a hooker, you don't leave the money on the nightstand here. What do you?
Because of the show and that, and you're doing a fundraiser and that, I wanted to. Big Rooster wants to make a contribution to
For tonight?
for the for the fire victims.
You guys are unbelievable. Here, count it. Let's count it. Let's make sure.
It's
real.
one
Yeah.
ones,
We-
and they're off of a printer.
Yeah. It's a bunch of $2 bills from Alibi. Tuesday was just a few days ago.
Don't
Hey, that's
smell
the way
them.
to print it anyways. Print 5s and 1s, no one ever checks those.
Ladies and gentlemen, right there, take a look at these guys from Big Rooster Media. Just made a cash donation to our big fundraiser tonight.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. Thank you guys
The
so
whole
much.
point of what we do, both of us, all of us, is to benefit the community, right?
Well, listen, first off, what a class act. Come on here. Now, how are we supposed to follow that on our
putting
own
on a
show? You just dropped cash. Grab your wallet. How much you got on you right now?
The point, you just busted your ass to put together a benefit show for tonight.
In 5 days.
Yeah, for the same cause. So
Well-
you don't have to add anything. That's just to go towards.
Will you take your hat off for me real quick? We take our hat off to you, boys. Well done. What a class act. What a great way to start the show. Thank you, guys, seriously. And, so they're here with us today, and we're going to just basically shoot the shit about the show tonight and a bunch of other stuff, talk to you guys. Before we get too far underway, let's check into the chat room right now. Karina, good to see you. Chris, good to see you. Klamath Native, good to see you. My beautiful wife is there. She says Ryan is echoing. We had a mic issue once again when we plugged everything in. We'll do the best we can, but right now let's focus on this. Hey, Joe, everybody, good to see you guys in the chat. Joe just said that is awesome.
How you doing, Joe?
Nice donation.
Good morning, Allie.
I swear to God, I just noticed what Big Rooster means.
I don't get it. Would you gentlemen explain it to us in the most clinical terms you possibly
You
could?
got bandy roosters, and then
Right.
you have big roosters.
Sure, exactly. I have a big rooster. I don't know. I don't know about what he's got on his
Do you
farm.
have a big black rooster?
Oh yeah, we've got a couple big black cocks sitting out there on the floor. But
We have one
Is that the hip hop section?
wow, that's hilarious. The studio audience finds that hilarious.
They came on the show just to cancel us.
Kristen says your hair looks great today, Ryan.
Thank you.
So as you guys know, we have a big fundraiser today. Thank you for mentioning it. We did this in 5 days. We found out on Monday that Tom was going to have an emergency heart surgery. Here's the story on Tom. I know everybody wants to know what happened. By the way, I've had to refund 2 tickets, and then I had one just straight asshole on the Retro Room page.
Wow.
Just an absolute. Like, you guys didn't give us enough notice. Oh, I'm so fucking sorry that God Himself did not come down and go, hey, just a heads up, Tom's gonna have a heart attack in a week. Just like, fuck you.
Right.
But I try to handle it magnanimously on the Retro Room socials. But on our channel, I can say what I really say, and what I really want to say is,
Right.
fuck you.
He wanted to really type it. He had the shit all typed out.
Oh, I had an opus.
And me, being the grumpy ass I am, I looked at him and go, dude, you can't do that.
Yeah, it started off 407 bitches ago. I had the freaking emancipation I was about to emancipate this guy from the Retro Room. But no, everybody's been super cool. It looks like November 7th tentatively is going to be the day. I'm waiting to hear back. So Tom is still in the hospital. Here's what went down, as I know it to be true. Don't when you're talking to a manager who's talking to a client that's coming through an agency, it's like playing the game telephone. But as I had heard, Tom had this surgery scheduled, but for the past few weeks on the road, Tom's been having some problems. And you can see he's fatigued. You can see he's not as witty as he normally is. And so for whatever reasons, and I think there was an incident with his scooter, and I think he fell off the stage, as I've heard correctly. And so they rushed up his surgery where he had some stents put in. And the video, I don't know if you saw the most recent video he sent us where he said he's coming back very soon. But that was the funniest, most lively I've seen him since he had the stents put in. So clearly, whatever that process is, works. Because he was full of life, full of vitality. And
talking shit.
Yeah, he was talking shit. The whole, I can't wait to get out there. I really want to see you guys, and I really need the money. I appreciate that.
He's showing off his scar.
And yeah, he goes, I'm going to show off my scar. Well, it's on my groin, but we'll see how the show goes.
Carly looks at me and goes, bucket list. I'm going to ask to see his scar.
So that's what happened with Tom. That got moved up. Tom, like I said, sounds like he's feeling a lot better, so he's going to be coming back. So Ryan and I start talking because, Ryan is the announcer of our shows. Oh, and also I want to say this just so that people know. A lot of times people come up to me and they say, hey, thanks, Jim, for all you do and all that stuff. And I appreciate that. Listen, this is a lot of hard work. But he needs to be thanked too. He stepped into a role that was filled by a grossly untalented, inferior host and filled it with professionalism and bluster and all of the things that a good announcer needs. And not only that, but he is a sounding board for me. Like, we talk shit all day long at the shop, but we also talk business a lot. And so when I have certain ideas that I'm like, I wonder how this would play with Ryan's people. We have that conversation. So, listen, the truth of the matter is I have no need to kiss his ass. I don't. Sometimes I want to kick his ass. But the reality is he needs this man works his ass off on these shows just like everybody else who's involved. And so when you're thanking me, you need to pop back here and thank my friend because he's a vital component to this thing, especially as things have grown. It's because of those shows and the rapport that we have built that this show that you're watching right now exists. So I just wanted to make sure that people know that this cat right here is talented. It's not just like you see him sometimes and he comes off like a grumpy ass prick. He is a grumpy ass prick. But there is a talent in what he does. And I'm not talking the Pearson. I'm talking about the character he plays, the Yeah, he's mid at piercing. Best of the basin, 600 years in a row? So my point is that he definitely is worthy of you guys thanking him when you thank us. But
all right, next subject.
Yeah, so we had it's Monday night. We have no Tom Arnold, and so I'm like we got the stage. Let's do something. So we decided, why don't we do a fundraiser? The wildfire, the Wright Springs fire is awful. We all know people who are not home right now. We all know some people who can't go home, probably will never be able to go home again. And we said, listen, if we've got this stage and we've got the possibility of raising revenue and helping make people who are having some of the worst days of their lives feel a little more comfortable, help pay for hotels, help pay for the supplies they need, do those things, I think we could pull this off. And in 5 days, we planned the show. We booked the act. We got thousands. I think we're sitting at like $6,000 to $7,000, maybe $6,100 now, thanks to your kind donation, of prizes donated. We got the Raglan on board, the Raglan to approve. We got all the promo out, and I think we're already at 200 tickets sold. Nice. Well, since Fat Joe, who is working for us for a song, this man is taking a quarter of what he normally makes. He's basically, we're covering his gas and his hotel and a little coin in his pocket to, because he's coming all the way from Sacramento. So take that couple $100 out. Every single other penny that we raise tonight is going directly to the wildfire relief effort. And it's being picked up tonight from the credit union, Sage, that is doing like the big official. So technically, just on the cash we've raised, we're already at two bills. We're already at two racks. $2,000 already. Nice. Now, when you come to the store today to buy your tickets, when you go on Raglan.org to buy your tickets, when you crash the party tonight and you show up at 6:30 and you buy your tickets at the door, I really would like to raise $5,000 tonight. $5,000 is a real nice chunk of change.
And it's not hard to do with this town.
No, it's not. He and I have talked about this multiple times. It is so interesting when this town steps up, it steps up. Do you have any idea how hard it is to sell 200 tickets in 4 days to a show that is not Metallica?
Right.
In a town of this size? And the idea that we have raised, the donations that we have raised, and the prizes that we have raised,
they're still coming in.
And they're still coming in. Listen, you want to talk about prizes, then you want to talk about donations, you want to talk about silent auction, you want to talk about that shit. How about a brand new freaking 9mm, Ruger 9mm in box?
Oh, nice.
How about $550 from jewelry from Main Street Jewelers? How about the Tulane County Fair donating a family pack with all the rides and every, like...
$1,100 worth of National Racket and Fitness Club.
An annual membership for a family.
Yeah, that's
Like,
awesome.
it's insane. And people are like, how do we win those prizes? Some of the prizes are going to be silent auction, because when you're sitting on something worth multiple hundreds of dollars, maybe even thousands of dollars, you want to use that as a key to generate as much revenue as you can for the cause. But we have gift certificates to local restaurants, unbelievable gift packs, the Epicenter donated a family 4-pack of bowling with pizza, soda, the whole night, 2 of them. So we have so many prizes that the odds of you winning a prize tonight when you come to the show is going to be huge, and it's going to be hilarious and fun. Originally, the plan was we're going to do Ryan and I, Allie, going to do a little bit up front, and Joe. Well, Joe's going to be a little more. Joe's going to be our Joe Friday. He's going to be the guy with the mic walking around. But I don't want to give too much of the spoilers away. But we have some music. Fat Joe does his comedy and a show. But we got donated so many prizes that this has turned into a game show with music and comedy afterwards. We think the first hour, maybe the first hour and 20 minutes of this show is going to be playing games and giving away all these prizes. So when you've got that many prizes, I know, I'll fix it. Well, you were going to.
I'm trying not to.
Listen, I can't believe this is the first time in the history of you weren't going to say something.
I was biting my tongue.
There we go, we're fixed. Here's the plan for tonight. The first hour and 20 minutes-ish, listen, I don't want to put a time code on it, but what I want to say is we're going to be playing Where in Klamath or Jim Ryan and Allie and Joe. Pictures taken all over town, recognizable locations, going to put them up on the big screen. You get picked to play, you come down, you get it right, you win a little prize. And now I say little prize because this leads into the Showcase Showdown, where you win the real prizes. We're going to do silly Klamath trivia. Ryan wrote some great questions. We've written some great questions.
Actually, Google did it for me.
Yeah. Thanks, ChatGPT, for me.
He texted me last night. He goes, "There's going to be 4 or 5 questions about Klamath that are easy." I'm like,
Yeah.
huh?
And so I look at these.
Googled it.
It even had the M dashes. Like, he straight ChatGPT this shit.
Copy pasted it.
Yeah. So the last category is going to be called the Klamath Opinion. If we hit you with a Klamath Opinion question, we're going to come up and we're going to ask you a question like, who has the best pizza in Klamath Falls? If you can get 50% of the crowd to agree with you by round of applause, then you win the little prize. So those are the format for the show tonight. Now, should you win the little prize, well, now you have a decision to make. Now you have to ask yourself, do I want to go for a big prize? Do I want to go for some of that jewelry from Main Street Jewelers? Do I want to go for one of those big dollar gift certificates, one of those big dollar prizes? And you're going to do that by a really fun physical challenge that Allie and I have come up with.
You know, I'm not doing a physical challenge.
No, see, I'm 50
How many
now.
game shows you got wrapped up in here?
Right? You got the challenge. You got
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. This is there's probably like 30 copyright strikes in what we've put together. And the physical challenge involves shooting the jet from Veterans Park through Crater Lake. Now, you'll see it when you get on stage. You know one of those gliders, those F-15 gliders on the rubber bands you can get at Dollar Tree?
Yeah.
And we've got a giant Crater Lake target, and if you shoot that plane and it goes through the target, congratulations, you've won yourself a big prize.
Wow. All right.
5 days we did all this. Hey, listen, I'm not saying that I've been relying on caffeine and cocaine to keep me going, but the past 5 days, no, that's a joke, Raglan. Don't write that down. Don't write that down. So
Just him.
honestly, I'm not even.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. No caffeine.
That's the creamer in the coffee. I get it.
Yeah, I'm wondering what my gums.
I don't know what you're talking about, guys. I don't know what you're talking
I don't know
about.
my gums anymore.
What's that?
Put them up on the
You want them on the full screen? All right, there we go.
That's the thing, though, with this.
Oh, the guest box, you mean? Or do you want them full screen?
Guest box.
I don't know why we lost him.
Right.
Yeah, there we go. So that's going to be the way the game's going to play tonight. It's going to be an absolute hoot. Everybody, and we're going to pick randomly from the crowd. You know, we're going to do a little let's make a deal style. Who's got a blue pen? Who's got, you know, we're just, basically we can make this up as we go along.
Sure.
But we've got a really good foundation for a really easy game that anybody who plays is going to get a chance to win a great local prize. And we have so many prizes that we think that we will just be plowing through players. Now, that is all for $10. That is all for your $10 ticket that you're going to pay with all of that money going to the most important cause facing Klamath County right now. So I think that is that in itself is a great night. Then we've got Michael Lambert. We've got a little bit of music for you. Then we've got a local comic who's literally killing it. His name is Cole. Do you know his last name?
Nope.
He goes by C-Rex. But he sold out the Hammer Hideout. And he's been hitting mics all over Oregon, and he's really making waves. So he's going to do 5 to 10 for you. Put a little local flair on it. Then Fat Joe will close out the show. If after Fat Joe is done, we still have a lot of prizes and people want to keep playing games, we'll keep playing games. I don't think we're going to put any structure on tonight. Tonight's just going to be one of those good old-fashioned telethons where they bring you comedy, they bring you music, they bring you silliness, and in exchange you bring them $10. Remember do they still do telethons?
The muscular dystrophy thing they did every Memorial Day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Jerry's kids.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, you know, muscular dystrophy is still a thing, and Jerry Lewis is dead. So, but by the grace of God, go all of us.
Right.
You know.
From muscular dystrophy.
What's it? Yeah, I know. I don't think he died from it. Jerry Lewis lived a long time.
Yeah.
Thanks for the input, guys. Really enjoyed having you on.
No, you're right. Yeah.
I think you guys were just waiting for him to stop talking.
I was always more the Dean Martin side of that.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, no, I was gonna just throw out there that when you spend a lot of time on social media, and some of us spend more than we probably should,
all of
it's
us,
really easy to see all the negative bullshit that gets thrown around in this town.
Sure.
But then when something serious happens,
This town steps
you really get to see the real people in Klamath Falls and Klamath County.
Yes.
100. And here's what I want for those of you coming to the show tonight. I want you to look around and I want you to see who's there. I want you to look around and look at your fellow residents who are in that room because those are the real ones. I know not everybody can make it because it's last minute and they're going camping. I'm not saying judge anyone, but make no mistake, the people who show up tonight, yes, they may be coming for fun, but all of them have wanted to make sure that money goes to the wildfire relief. And it's interesting because I have a lot of people going, well, how do I know the money goes to the wildfire relief? And at first you want to be like, are you calling me a fucking liar? Are you calling me a thief? But then you think of all of the people and all of the scams that have actually happened in this world. And you say to yourself, hey, I was just about to say the same. Thanks for stealing my joke, asshole. No, yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you understand their trepidation. But Sage Credit Union is going to be in the building to leave with that money. The Raglan is handling all the funds. So, you know, it may end up in the back of a truck. I don't know. I'm kidding. But the Raglan is handling all the funds. And and it's going literally straight to these people. They're leaving with everything. So I understand their trepidation. But what I will say is, the overwhelming majority. I got a call last night. You know, you were just kind enough. The boys at Big Rooster Media, who you will follow on YouTube and Facebook, were kind enough to just donate $100 cash for tonight. I got a call last night from somebody else who we all hold in high esteem, and just said, "Hey, I want to buy 10 tickets. Give them to anybody you want. Don't give them away. But I just want to give. I'm transferring you guys $100 right now, so that." So just to go to the cause. And if you don't want to give tickets away because you want to sell more tickets, just throw it in the pot.
And that's kind of where I'm at with this. However you want to apply it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's going to Pink Whitney at the Alibi.
We're going to change it into ones later.
Yeah, twos. We'll go on Tuesday.
Twos?
Yeah, exactly.
They still have.
Yeah, if you look at my dating history, I've collected a few twos, too.
$2 Tuesdays.
So, yeah, it's just...
Well, aren't they trying to fill a car, too, with donated water and... Gatorade or whatever at all.
You can get in for $5 if you bring one of the things on the list. Now they have to be new, and I get, which is interesting. You know, that's that gnat right there on your mic stand is driving me crazy. He's just crawling around. You see him?
So I got a question on that.
Yeah. Did you get him?
Not on the gnat, but you have air filters on the donation list?
I didn't make the list. The Raglan made the list. If you got a problem with why don't you bring it up with the fucking Raglan, Mike? Not on my.
Well, do you need? I mean, like, is that a face mask or what? I was just wondering what kind of air filter.
No, they're looking for an air filter from a '93 Datsun Z. Can you pull me one of those? Swing by Jiffy Lube.
Hey, you might find it.
Oh yeah. No, it's on the list.
$5 off. Here it is.
I'm really looking forward tonight. I think so. Like I was saying, we did this all in 5 days. Tom wasn't coming. We've rescheduled. It looks like towards November 7th. I'm waiting to get the contract details. Then we decide, hey, we should do something. Let's do a fundraiser. We reach out to the Raglan. The Raglan's all for it. Then in that amount of time, we booked the show. We came up with the show. We started promotion. We got the prizes, and we started selling tickets. And a lot of that has been because this community has come through and said, you guys got to do this. You guys got to do this. All these prizes donated. It's incredible. It's an absolute validation of how much people in this town want to help right now. And I'm stoked, man. I'm looking forward to tonight.
Well, and I was following online, and they were looking for donations for all kinds of stuff over at the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
And within a day, they're like, well, we got more than we need for feed and bowls and all the stuff they were looking for. There were still a few items. But, yeah, just an overwhelming outpouring of donations to take care of people and animals, you know.
Well, I've been doing the fire relief stuff for years. You know, we did the Bootleg Fire, we did the Reading Fire, Chico Fire, Coast Fire, stuff like that. A group of us all got together years ago to do it, and they're still doing it. I just can't do the physical stuff to it anymore because, you know, you get old, your back starts coming out.
Yeah.
So I had to figure out something because I was sitting there, I think it was Saturday night. I'm sitting there going, I need to do something, you know.
Shane, that's hilarious.
I saw it. Done it all these years, but I can't go and collect all this water, pick it up, load it, and stuff like that. So, and then this fell in the lap with, you know, Tom not being here. So I'm like, figure we can do this.
Yeah.
And it's come through.
Now, cash is king. Cash is king because then they can spend it how they see as the need fits. But listen, for $10, where are you going to get that kind of entertainment in this town anyway? You've been to a lot of our shows. They're always fun.
Always a good time.
They're always a hoot. And for $10,
Well, shoot, you've put on the shows at the Rip City Rider.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I've never been paid.
Always a hit.
Never been paid.
And you can't even get
Nope.
a meal
Nope.
super.
I even have to pay for my meal.
Right.
No,
really can't.
don't.
What? Yes, I do.
We even prepared. All right, I got to call out some bullshit.
You tell go to your show and tell truth. We're gonna tell lies on the. Oh shit! Did you see Mike puff up? Holy shit! Oh my god!
Mr. Vegetarian over here. We even made a special vegetarian meal for him.
You can't put a piece of celery on a fucking paper plate and tell me you went out of the way for me, Mike.
It was a baked potato.
It was a damn good. Actually, that was a bomb-ass baked potato, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm a vegetarian because my wife's a vegetarian, and so I don't want to enter. And then she's sitting there eating a big old stack of.
I never said Allie was a vegetarian. Well, no, I never said Allie is a vegetarian.
That's some bullshit right there. But enjoy your potato.
Guys, please make sure to enjoy Mike and Dave on Big Rooster from Big Rooster on the show today, because this is the last fucking time they're ever going to set foot on this studio.
As you take the money back.
Yeah, exactly. Well, actually, let's roll it up and do a line. So what I was going to say to you is, here's something crazy. This is how crazy this show has turned out. Fat Joe, our headlining comedian from Sacramento, his employer is sending him with a donation. And he went around to the Sacramento comedy community and had comedians donate cash and water. Like, he's coming up here with donations for our fire. Now that's class act, man.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen Fat Joe before, go.
He's hilarious.
Oh, he's hilarious.
He's hilarious.
Last time he was up here, he was great.
Well, I do need to have a conversation, though, with him, because this is an interesting thing. In fact, I was going to talk to you about this. So this was supposed to be comedy for a cause, okay, which is what it is. Now, it's really turned in more into kind of a game show vibe. But with comedy and all this, it's turned into a telethon vibe, a variety show. But I know a lot of people like Josh, like one of the board members from the Raglan, who's just a great dude. Like, he's a great dude. We don't always see eye to eye, the Raglan and I. And I don't think the Raglan sees eye to eye with me.
Ever.
But
I said,
yeah. Well, I mean, when you've only got one eye and it's looking to the left, it's hard to see eye to eye with anybody. I have perfect vision, by the way. I'm not talking, but
perfect vision. Go ahead.
Ryan, just shut up.
but what I'm saying is, like, Josh is a great guy, but Josh is a Mormon. And he's serious about his faith. Now, the reason I mentioned that is he's coming tonight. And I started thinking, are other board members coming? Are people thinking that this is a family-friendly show? Which is not what I intended, because, by the way, getting a family-friendly comic in 5 days, like sorting through the comics and going through normally when we book, we look at your DVD. We had 5 days to put together a fundraiser. So Fat Joe is a nightclub comic. So I think I will have a conversation with him this evening, and I'll say, hey, look, don't distress your act. But if you can kind of PG-13 mild R it, I think that would be better for this audience. And since I'm going to be cutting him to about 35 to 40 minutes because of the prizes in the game show, I think it'll give him a chance to, like, pick the straight cherries, straight bangers out of the act. But it's interesting juggling something like that. What do you think about, like, content on a show like this and how it's evolved?
I say fuck it, just go for it.
Yeah. I hear you.
The comedy, it's not clean 99% of the time.
And if it is, it's not very funny. Brian Regan is a clean comic. Do you know Brian Regan?
Bill Cosby was a clean comic.
Oh, wow. Man, yeah. Hey, Mike's over here like, Hitler was a great painter. I don't know. Wow. Oh, man, what goes on at Big Rooster that Bill Cosby, you know, I really love that R. Kelly song from Space Jam. I mean, other than the pissing on kids thing, Miss Lincoln, how was the play?
No, but when it comes to clean comedy, there are some out there, but that's what they strive on. That's what they use. That's like Yaffy.
Every good comic should have a mild R PG-13 set, because you got to do corporate gigs, you got to do cruise ships, you got to do these things. So every good comic should be able to give you, if they can give you an hour dirty, they should be able to give you 30 clean. That's kind of the industry standard. What do you guys in the chat room think? Like, what do you guys in the chat room think? Should I ask Joe to operate at a slightly more general family-friendly kind of vibe, or should we just let Joe do what Joe came to do? And by the way,
I'm not going to type it in, but I think Joe should do what he came to do.
All right, what do you guys think?
So,
I kind of agree with Ryan. Yeah, I mean, I get the family-friendly thing. I just say let the man do his thing.
Well, you're guaranteed to get the best show if you let him do the act he brought.
Right.
But by the same token, and here's the thing, I got to be
too nice sometimes.
No, I'm not. I have to deal with that organization.
No, I know. I'm just saying, when you come to a comedy show, you know there's going to be some F-bombs.
So-
you know there's going to be some cussing.
Ryan can tell you that it hasn't been the easiest thing trying to do what I want to do with that organization. I don't really want to go into too much detail because I have great love for that building, and I have great love for a lot of the people over there. I think that it is failing to reach its potential. I think it is missing the target audience that this town needs to put butts in the seats. I think it sees itself as what it wants to be and not what it should be. And I think that's ego, and I think that's hubris. But I also have to be reverent of it. But because of that building, and truthfully because of that organization, one of my best friends gets to come out and visit us several times a year. I'm talking about Hurricane. We have really improved the morale of this town with these shows. It has been great for the name Retro Room to see that we bring these shows and all of these things. But I am showbiz trained. I was raised by show business. And a lot of that organization isn't. And they don't understand it. And I think that's why they're not hitting it out of the park right now. And we have butted heads a lot. But I am still reverent to it. And if I know that there's going to be board members in there and their families and all of this stuff, I think to myself, is there a line that I can walk? Is there a way that I can still let Fat do what Fat came to do without putting any handcuffs on Fat and not walk the people who make decisions about my future with that building? Does that make sense?
It does. It
But has
does.
any of them been to your show already? Your shows already?
Of course. Well,
They probably have.
Yeah,
at
that's
least
true.
one.
That's true.
So they know what the shows are. They know it's not going to be, we're dropping down on our knees and praying.
Well, and I've been.
we are going to take a moment of silence for the fallen
Well,
firefighter. I mean,
As I
we're-
say that now, I feel like an asshole. But you know what I say? It was a figure of speech. It's they know the shows that are put on.
Yes.
They know comedy isn't clean.
how many shows have we done here? Like, my wall of fame is loaded up.
But they're not always clean shows anyway.
I think at this point,
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Our shows-
I don't expect it to be.
we
clean.
have to say clean show because our shows by default are nightclub shows. So when we go out of our way to say when it's a clean show, and honestly, and I'm going to read your guys' comments in a second about this. So just keep letting me know what you think. I see them flooding in. But honestly, one of the worst selling shows we've ever had was the Clean Comedy Show. I don't know that I would do it again. I don't think we were really that jazzed about doing it. It was an idea of the Raglan because one of the comics had reached out to them and it got sent to me because comedy goes through me at the Raglan. And I get it. I'm not faulting the Raglan for taking that swing. In fact, hell, I think take every swing you can. When you're not putting butts in the seats, take every swing you can until seats start selling. No hate on that whatsoever. But what I do think is it didn't work. I think we promoted the hell out of it. Everybody knew there was a clean comedy show. I expected the churches to show up. I expected the businesses and their teams to show up. I expected all of that. Nada. Zero support for it. The only people who came out really were Retro Crew. People who were coming out because they love what we do and they've stood by us through thick and thin. The real ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And so I think maybe that's a testament to, like Ryan is saying, modern comedy is not clean. Like, you can't go pick a random comedy club in America, go to show, and not hear fuck. It just doesn't happen
You
anymore.
can't go to our show and not hear fuck.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Well, and you gotta. The board members are not going to be the majority of the donations. You got to appeal to the crowd.
that's
So
a very great point. That's a
if
very
he has
great
a show
point.
written and there's a couple fucks or shits or whatever in there, they come for comedy. Not the board members.
Mike,
So-
Dave, that's a great point. But you're not the one who has to deal with them. When I say deal, I don't mean put up with them. I mean literally make a deal to renew our contract. If I want to do that, the reality is we have other options. The Fairgrounds has invited us with open arms to come start bringing our shows over there. Bigger audiences, bigger stage. But and I love that, and we are having that conversation with the Fairgrounds, but I've made a ton of money for that building. I've made a ton of money for that building and put new eyes on it. The majority of people who come to our shows are not going to Swan Lake. You feel what I'm saying? And when you bring a new customer base that actually spends money, it's something to consider. And I think we've had a hard time getting certain people's minds around, we're Carnegie Hall. We're highfalutin. And I'm like, listen, falut your high all the fuck you want, but butts in the seats is the only way you keep a theater open. You cannot rely on grants
especially
anymore.
that magnitude. One show a year of highfalutin is not going to keep the doors open.
No,
I
and
mean,
the problem is it's not one show a year. This would be a great conversation to have a little bit down the road, depending on how things go with them. But I don't want any of those board members to think that I am not thankful, that I am not reverent, that I do not understand. I just have a different mentality about the purpose of a theater than they do. A lot of them think that it is a cultural and community hub and should cater to those people. But to me, the kind of people who go to Swan Lake don't go to Swan Lake because they don't spend their money on Swan Lake. They're rich. We need to be targeting the guy at Chicken and Cheers who's got $100 in his bank account and doesn't mind spending $60 on tickets and $40 on a White Claw in the lobby. We need to be selling tickets to the majority of the population in the town, men like us and men like you, who are shit kickers who want a good show, who want a good rock show, hip-hop show, comedy show, good outlaw country show. I still want to bring theater and all of these things, and I have a brilliant plan for it, to bring theater to this town actual theater, not the community theater, which you have to do. You have to support the community, but you need outside talent doing that kind of stuff and not just the same nutcracker every year. Yeah. So it's a colossal difference of opinion. But what I would say is that look at your books. Is your opinion paying the bills? Because if it is, just go right ahead and tell me to shut the fuck up.
Because there is a place for theater in this town. I think that's a good cultural thing to have. But to put it in perspective, prior to you doing shows at the Raglan, I had been in that place one time for a business event.
You didn't even pay to get in?
No.
And how much money would you say, realistically, have you spent at the Raglan between tickets and concessions since comedy came?
Oh, probably close to $1,000. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not in particular a theater person. I guess I'm the shit kicker you're talking about.
Yeah.
I like a good comedy show. I don't mind, some drama or not that kind of drama.
Yeah, Facebook.
No, but a good, well-acted theatrical program.
Sure.
I don't mind that. But I've never gone to one at the Ross Raglan.
You want to hear my plan? Should I just lay it on you? There are so many highly talented, damn near professional community theater troupes in San Francisco, Portland, Sacramento, Seattle. These troupes that do these, they're damn near professional. They license big shows. They do these things, right? For a modest donation, a fraction of what they pay for actually produced shows, we could bring these troupes to our town to do their shows for us. And we could be getting really talented, different voices, different faces, doing all kinds of shows that we want to see for a much lower cost than buying these produced shows that nobody goes to.
Yep.
Now tell me that's not a great plan.
All you need is the right people to listen.
I've sat down at the table. Well, actually, no, I haven't. I wasn't even given the opportunity to sit down and interview for the position. This is all public knowledge. I wasn't even but the follow-up to it was, but we love what you're doing. Please keep making money for us.
On a different note, there's a comment that just came up here. It says, you guys are not bar comics. You bring the true comedy club vibe.
Yeah. We had an encounter with somebody. I wanted, out of respect for not putting names, but we had an encounter with the highest of the high. And in front of all of our friends after the Clean Comedy Show, this person said to us, "You guys are just bar comics. What do you know?"
Wow.
Hurricane.
What do they know? Right.
Well, their Clean Show sold less tickets than I've already sold for my Black Flag show. You know what I'm saying? Like it.
Which I will be definitely getting tickets for that.
Awesome. I'm stoked about it. It's probably the biggest Get Rock show we've had yet. And the response has been incredible. But that we only have about 15 minutes left. But
yeah, let's stop on the negative and go back to the fire set.
Okay, but before we do that, I want to say one last thing. But do not think that I am not aware of the opportunity that was bestowed upon me by letting us do the shows. You know Hurricane for one reason, and that's because that theater said yes. So I have to be reverent to the fact that this thing started with good intentions by all of us. But I think we have lost the narrative, and we are forgetting that money comes from tickets. When you run a theater, money comes from tickets. And if you don't sell tickets, you hope the grants come through. But grants aren't promised. But a well-promoted show that people want to see at a price that they can afford is a promise.
Well, grants should be the frosting on the cake.
Yes.
The ticket should be the foundation that operates that building.
Yes. So there you go. But so what are they saying in the chat room regarding the content of Joe? Like, what's the general consensus?
Exactly what we were talking about. You know, kids hear worse things at home. Where was it? Stay true to his show. It's a Saturday night, date night. Kids can be home if parents don't already expose their kids to explicit language.
Which, how do you do nowadays? Have you seen give a kid a phone and they've got the world.
Show. Everyone already knows who you are and what you bring. Let him do what he wants. We're getting the same thing in the chat.
Yeah.
So let him do it, man. Just let him do it.
I think I've got what time is it right now? I've got 8 hours, give or take, 9 hours to figure it out.
Well, so here's the deal. You just said that the clean show didn't work. It didn't bring a crowd.
Right.
You want to bring a crowd because we need to make donations, or you need to make donations for the victims of the fire. So let him do his thing. That way you're not going to discourage those. The same people that didn't show up for the clean comedy show aren't going to show up for a clean Fat Joe show, right?
It's true. Let him do his show. I'm gonna wear that. I'm gonna have
I mean,
a
that's
shirt.
just my opinion.
Let him do his show. I'm gonna pick it outside.
Yeah. Well, ultimately, none of you three motherfuckers have to answer to the Raglan, and I do. So, but I hear you loud and clear.
I think you'll be just fine.
I hear you loud and
really
clear.
do.
All right. And that's the general consensus. Can I ask you a serious question? Do you find clean comedy funny? In general.
It's how it's written.
Yeah,
Dry
it
bars
depends,
are
but I
good,
like
yeah.
the raunchy shit because there's something wrong with it.
Who is your
And there's
favorite
something wrong with
comedian
all
of all time?
Huh?
Who's your favorite comedian of all time?
Eddie Murphy.
Richard Pryor.
I mean,
See, I'm an Eddie Murphy man.
filthy, raw, delirious. I mean,
Hilarious.
like, yeah.
I know that thing word for word.
Yeah. Mike, who's your favorite comedian of all time? I mean, Dave, who's your favorite comedian of all time?
Recently, it's Nate Jackson.
Yeah, Nate's pretty funny.
Not clean.
Not clean.
Not clean. No.
That's what we're getting at, you know.
I got to go Steve Martin, who is clean, but he came from the Johnny Carson era.
Yeah.
So like you're talking about, you had to be clean because dirty comedy didn't exist, and if you did, you were playing the underground clubs. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you weren't getting any mainstream gigs. Howard Stern and Andrew Dice Clay, and both of those two guys are.
I could not believe my ears the first time I heard Dice.
Oh,
I
love the nursery rhymes when I
crying. I was
Oh yeah.
and it's so simple, but it's the character. It's the same reason I like The Sopranos. It's that.
Right.
Hey!
I'm gonna throw Dangerfield in there because he
Oh.
was kind of the founder of that whole act kind of vibe, you know, the no
And I
respect.
think of it as on you. When you toured, when you did comedy.
Yes.
Was it clean?
No, of course not.
Exactly.
My,
Mike would have kicked your ass if it was clean.
you know what he said to me.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, have you ever told you
That's what
about my
I'm
first
getting at,
encounter with Mike Wally Walter?
Yeah.
He looked at. I tanked so hard that first, my first time on the road ever. Like, I had finally moved past open micing and hosting at local clubs, and a booker said, "I'm going to send you out for 2 weeks." And I was paired with Mike Wally Walter, and we were in Pasco, Washington. In a bowling alley that had a club a lot like the Aftershock. Although I'll be honest, the Aftershock is way nicer. This was like, even the bowling alley was trashy. So you know the bar in it was a shithole. And literally, I don't even think they had let people in the room know that it was going to be comedy night. So I'm standing up in front of a bunch of dudes, hovered over their bottles, just fucking looking at me like, what the fuck is this? I couldn't have tanked harder in my life. Probably the worst show I've ever done. Mike Wally Walter went up there. Within 3 minutes, they were all laughing and facing him, and he had him eaten out of his hand. And Mike said to me 2 things: don't let it bother you. We all have those nights. And 2, if you do that again tomorrow, you're off the tour. I'm calling the booker and we're replacing you. And it really did make me go back and stare in front of that mirror in that hotel room all night and just do it and write and do some stuff. And the next night I did a 6 out of 10. And Mike said, you do a 6 out of 10 every night, you're made to be a middle act. And you can work. But by the grace of God, I actually got good and started to headline. And a lot of that was because of the hip check that Mike put on me. So we'll see how it goes tonight.
And now he's tanked again.
Now I'm what?
I said, now you tanked again.
When?
I'm just giving you shit, dude.
Dude, I'm the fucking best. I am the greatest talent. No, that's not true.
Womp womp.
But so we'll see how it goes
He's
tonight.
talking again.
Okay, talking again. Are the gums numb?
yeah, exactly. I need a fresh line.
Well, you got a couple of people saying Carlin, Bobcat.
Of course. Carlin, though.
Carlin,
Listen,
though.
Bobcat,
Yeah.
love Bobcat. But
Right.
what's crazy about Carlin, you can watch a Carlin set right now, and you think he must have just wrote this. He's been in the ground for, 15 years? But you watch it, and you're like, dude is talking about right now, right today. And he never told you if he was red or blue. None of us know George Carlin's politics.
Right.
Because
And I love that about
what he said was about us all. We're all being fucked. Stop Stop pissing on your neighbor. You're both getting pissed on by the same people, and you think it's each other.
Yeah.
He literally that you want to talk about bravery. That man was brave.
What was it? 9 dirty words or?
Yeah, 7 dirty words. Yeah. What's so funny is now like 6 of those 7 dirty words, the FCC are on The Simpsons. Well, we'll see how it goes tonight. What I do want to say is that my partner and I are asking you from the bottom of our hearts, please bring everybody you know. Please, listen, we say this every show. We ask you to come because it's important that Hurricane make his money. It's important that the Raglan make their money so Hurricane keeps coming out, that we get to keep doing these shows. We often have a little bit of disagreement in pricing with our partner. They always want to go high. They always want to try to get as much as possible, and we're always like, no, we got it. This Black Flag show, yes, it's a punk band. Yes, it's Renegade. Let's get it. Do you know what they charged me? And I'm still trying to keep the tickets around $30. The odds of us making a huge profit on the Black Flag show is a lot different than it is on a Green Jelly show. There's a massive difference in pay gap there. The name Black Flag sells. Not that it doesn't Green Jello, they're awesome, but you're talking about a band that invented punk rock, that was there at the dawn of it, and is still doing it. Different members, etc., sundry.
Yeah, no Henry.
But the same exact... Well, hey, listen, you want Henry Rollins? No problem.
Right.
Are you in the mood to pay $390 for a ticket at the Aftershock?
Every time we talk Black Flag, I have to throw that up.
Yeah.
No Henry.
But he's not doing it. He's not doing it to be a dick. He's doing it to all the people who have, like, given us shit for bringing a show.
But there you go again. I'll play devil's advocate. How much is the venue involved in that profit?
Which venue? Are you talking about the Aftershock or the other one?
Jelly was at Aftershock.
I don't want to talk too much business. What I will say is the Aftershock has been more gracious than I could have ever hoped. The Aftershock and the Epicenter and their team has been more gracious than I could have ever hoped. They, don't get me wrong, they sell liquor. They sell food. They make their money on our shows. That's why that's why I can decorate their fucking building with toilet paper. And they say to me, can't wait to see you next time. But by the same token, they have grace. Jim, cannot wait to have you. Thank you for all I've done. Literally thanks me every time. Other partners I haven't heard thank you once. Other partners I have, literally, I have not heard thank you one time, and I've done dozens of successful shows for you. No one's called me up and said thank you. We've never received a bonus. 0.0. We are employees, and no, we are not. But that is a conversation for another day. But you'd be surprised at what a thank you. Shit, send me a fucking cheese basket. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'd be surprised at hey, we recognize what you've done for us. I think the only thank you I did get was, we will not be giving you an interview, but thank you, please keep making us money.
It's one hell of a cheese basket.
No fucking shit.
I just gotta say, as soon as I heard you talking about Black Flag, immediately my mind went back to, 13-year-old me with a little Panasonic radio on the sidewalk,
wow,
on my skateboard, blasting Black Flag.
Can you imagine 13-year-old Mike? Like to me, he looked old then.
He had hair though.
A lot too.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I had a lot of hair back then. Thanks, Jim.
Hey, I do what I
You're
can.
one of the first ones to go, take my money.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
All over that. Might as well send the Ramones. I mean, bring it.
Yeah, exactly. There's one left, right? Isn't there one Ramone left, or are they all gone now?
I think they're all gone.
Wow.
Now.
Yeah. Well, they got their wish. They're all sedated.
I'm not gonna go to Ramones because so-and-so's not there.
Yeah. Honest, and it's also not Henry's not in the band, but it's also what the fuck else are you gonna do on your Friday night? Like, what are you good? You want to go see the same acts that they pass around over and over and over? Don't get me wrong. I love these local musicians, but that's who's playing here every night. Here, they're here. They just go in a circle. So you want to go vibe out? You want to jump into a mosh pit? You want to go see a band like that isn't one of the same bands we see every Friday night in this town? Like, why are you sweating me for doing my job?
Will we be allowed to have mosh pits at the Black Flag show?
They had it at the Green Jelly show.
Nice.
And it was a blast. I think what we won't be allowed...
Nate, what venue is it at then?
Aftershock.
Oh.
Yeah, no, this is not a Raglan show. No. Can you imagine the guild?
Yeah, the chairs just getting ripped out of the
The
floor.
Ross Raglan Guild.
You never know, someone might just be jumping into it.
A couple of them would. I'd love to see Regina just get down and throw down, man.
Yes.
Yeah, and she's cool like that. Okay, but so let's wrap it up. What I want to say is you guys have to come tonight. No exceptions, no excuses, unless you are simply not in town or you simply we have to see you tonight. I'm not taking a penny of this. He's not taking a penny of this. I can't push harder for a show that I don't make any money on. But I have friends who right now are living in their freaking truck. We have friends who are living in their truck and have been for days and days and days. And I would like to do something to say, get a hotel room tonight. And they're living in their truck because they had a hotel for the first 4 nights, but they're not back home now. And you can't keep spending money on a hotel. $1,000 is gone in a week. Yeah. So I just, you guys, I love you. I've been good to you. You've been good to me. He's been good to you. You've been good to him. But we're saying be good to us and this community tonight and come to this show and laugh and cheer and win a prize. And I'll bring the best Fat Joe show I can. I promise the guy's super talented and you're going to have a blast, especially for someone we got in the course of 5 days. So that tickets are at raglan.org. We've got tickets at the shop. You're going to want to be there. You're going to want to say you were part of this. I'm sure people in town are going to go, did you go to the fundraiser? And you don't want to be the schmuck that says no because you don't have an excuse. What I also want to say is that's Big Rooster Media right over there. Those boys do a show called What's Up Klamath Falls. They've made a real difference in this town. They've talked to movers and shakers and candidates. I dare say they played a direct role in the outcome of the last election. They are genuinely concerned.
Sound right?
I said election, not erection. Although I got to tell you, I did feel a little twinge when Mike got puffed up there. I thought
I wasn't puffed up. I've just got so much caffeine in me.
Yeah.
I'm about ready to jump out of the sofa.
Well,
It was rough. Trust me, I'm jumping out of the sofa.
yeah, no kidding. Any more caffeine, we're going to see Mike's little rooster.
He's medium.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever she tells you, Mike. I've got you.
One shameless plug. We also do stupid stuff, so we do have a 9 million Scoville Satan's butthole sucker
Satan's
something that we're gonna do.
Sucker.
So
It sure looks like a butt plug though. But anyway,
that will be on the next show.
Oh, you're doing. Oh, I'm like, are you selling these things?
Green Jelly sold butt plugs.
Green Jelly literally sold butt plugs at their show. Well, the reason I know this is because he bought a set. He's got a set of Green Jelly branded butt plugs.
God, that's a visual I did not need.
Yeah, well, when Carly takes
Why not?
when Carly takes them out, Ryan looks at him and goes, little pig, let me in. So they're on YouTube under Big Rooster Media. Great guys, very informative. They're kind of like a yin to our yang. I dare say our yang's better than their yin, but that's because I'm Vang. But they're definitely worth you guys checking out. Please give them a follow. Go look them up on YouTube right now and just hit the follow or subscribe button.
Thank you for having us on.
But we're stoked to have you guys. We've been meaning to do this for a while, but you two are two busy cats.
For a retired guy, I'm way too busy.
Yeah.
That actually works.
Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo, Mike. Boo-hoo. Don't forget who you're talking to. The hardest working men in Klamath show business, right here. Isn't that us? There we are. The hardest working men in Klamath show business. All right, boys, thank you for coming to hang out with us today. Anything else you want to plug before we turn you loose to the masses?
Follow us on Facebook, Big Rooster Media on Facebook, and when we are getting ready to do Satan's Butthole or whatever you called it,
I forget the actual title. I'm not looking forward to it. Is all I gotta say.
All right, there you go. That's it. We'll be there tonight. We're going to be greeting people at the door as they come in. Like this is 7 o'clock. The show is. We'll be at the door greeting you guys, thanking you guys for coming out. We'll have the silent auction stuff up front. I did ask the Raglan if we could put a bucket up front that people could throw cash in to go directly to the fallen firefighter. They had to talk to the board and legal. I don't know how that's going to go. I would love for that to happen. Seems of course they did. Seems to me. Listen, put a fucking bucket in the lobby. Like, come on, like put a bucket in the lobby.
I'll put it up front.
Yeah, it's easier to apologize than it is to ask
He's
permission.
got a little girl that doesn't have a dad anymore. You know?
Hey, well, listen, I trust that they'll do the right thing a portion of the time they do. But I'm not at all bitter. We'll be there greeting people. You got a real good chance to win a prize. You're going to have a great time tonight. Come down to the shop and see us. Do you have availability appointments today?
I got a couple actually. It's been swamped this week.
Okay, try to get
I'll
a hold.
fit you in.
All right, yeah, try to get just like a green jelly butt plug. Ryan is going to try to fit you in, and yeah, I don't really have anything plugged but tonight. Now I am leaving directly after this show. Allie and I are literally driving straight to Medford. We have a 6 a.m. flight, and we're going to be on a cruise for a week.
Awesome.
Yeah, well, Allie's a school teacher, so we only get 2 months out of the year that we really get to find a way to do stuff like this. 10 months out of the year, we are fully landlocked. And so we're going to go take a cruise. We're going to go spend a day or two in L.A., getting sick of it, because it doesn't take long in L.A.
That's a couple hours.
Yeah, even a trip to Disneyland is a 3-hour drive from your hotel that's 10 minutes away. So
I'm just going on a 3-hour tour.
exactly. Arguably, have a better chance of getting into a wreck in L.A. than you do on the Minnow. So don't come see me at the shop next week. Come see Joe. He'll be here running the fort. If we could all keep a good thought in their mind for Joe. Joe's mom's not doing great right now, and we love her. She's great. So we're all thinking if you guys could just keep a good thought in your mind for Joe. When you see him tonight, give him a hug. I know he'd love that. If you really want to thank him, give him a reach around. But please don't do it inside the lobby of the Ross Raglan Theater. Take him out to the back if you're going to tug one out for Joseph. In the meantime, always good to see you guys. I'm sorry I didn't interact with the chat that much today. The tech wasn't set up appropriately, but we will figure it out for the next show. And why don't you get us out of here?
Y'all, this is Jim. I'm Ryan, and this was Saturday Morning Coffee.
I hit the wrong button. We're still here. Do it again.
This is Jim. I'm Ryan, and this was Saturday Morning Coffee.